In this demo, I'll be showing you how you can generate documentation for your programs. Here we have some source code that contains an enumeration, a structure, and a function. We can utilize the automatic documentation function of the Rust toolchain by using 3 forward slashes. So normally comments are 2 slashes, but when we use 3 slashes, this will be included as part of the generated documentation. I'm going to add a quick description for this function. This type of comment is called a documentation comment, since it will specifically be displayed in the documentation, and it will be displayed because we have the 3 slashes. I'm going to also document the structure and enumeration that are present in this program. Now that I have added documentation comments to the program, we can generate the documentation using the cargo build tool. I can open up a terminal, type in cargo doc. Cargo doc will generate documentation for your program. If you pass in the open flag, it will automatically open your documentation after generation. Here we can see the documentation has been automatically opened, and our structures, enumerations, and functions are listed here. We can then click on one of these to get additional information. We can see our description here, a piece of mail, along with the fields. Our documentation also exists on the fields, the destination address. We can expand this section to see the declaration of the structure if we want to. We can also take a look at the enumerations, and it shows the enumerations along with the variants. Lastly, we have our add function, and as we can see, it adds 2 numbers together. When we click it, we get to see the function signature, and we can also view the source code for this function by clicking on the src button. And now we see that our source code is highlighted here for the particular function. It's always a good idea to document your source code. That way other developers or yourself in the future are able to more easily manage the source code and know what's happening. Generally, when you create large programs, over time it's easy to forget how they work, and the documentation will be an invaluable source of information to rediscover the program. This concludes the demo on documentation. I'll see you in the next presentation.